Hi guys, my name is Ariana. Welcome to my channel. Today I will be sharing my braces experience. I no longer have braces, although I do have a retainer. So I will be sharing my whole experience through braces, getting them off, and now having a retainer. So I will be sharing that little experience for those of you who might be getting braces, or who might want braces, or who are scared of getting braces. So before I got my braces, I was really scared because people would always tell me, "Oh, they're gonna hurt. You're gonna hate braces. You're not gonna be able to eat certain things." I just hated that. It scared me. But and people always would tell me, "Oh my gosh, you're gonna be in so much pain. It's gonna constantly hurt." The day I actually got my braces, let's just say it wasn't as bad as people made it seem at all. People were like over exaggerating, I feel like. And does it hurt? Well, honestly, it does not hurt. Well, at least for me it didn't hurt, but it also depends on people's pain tolerance. So I didn't think it hurt at all, probably once in a while, but not very much or anything. But yeah, I didn't think it was painful at all. The only part that I absolutely hated with braces was like a week before I actually got my braces on, I had to have a mold so they could place where my braces had to go and all that. That was the worst. And I say the worst because I would constantly gag, and it was just horrible. I don't want to get into that, yuggy stuff, but it was absolutely horrible. So that's the only, I guess, bad part about the beginning of getting braces. Now, how long did the process take? So this is another question. I was like, I don't want to have to sit there in their little thing and just have my mouth open all the time, I just didn't want to do that because I get headaches from that, and it's horrible. But the process of me getting braces took like an hour to an hour and a half. So if you're getting braces, it kind of depends on everything too. But for me personally, it took like an hour to an hour and a half, somewhere in there. So yeah. Another thing a lot of people worry about before getting braces is like, what can you not eat? What can you eat? Yeah, a lot of people are like, ugh, I don't want braces because I can't eat my favorite food. I can't have my favorite candy. I can't chew gum. Like, people always worry about that. But for me, I chewed gum, but I didn't chew gum until like a few months after I got my braces, and I was very careful when I did it. But if I were you and the orthodontist told you not to chew gum, I recommend not doing it just to be safe, because you never know. So yeah. And then like big meats like steak and chicken, for example, I had to cut them up into smaller pieces to eat easier. So that's another thing. Something you cannot eat is corn on the cob. I would always want it, but then I was like, nope, I can't have that. But it didn't really bother me that much. Honestly, my whole braces experience, I really liked. It wasn't that bad for me, even though there was a couple incidents here and there. Like a few of my brackets would come off, and then I had to rush to the orthodontist, get those fixed, and it was just a whole hassle of that. But other than that, it was pretty good. So yeah, that's basically about. I couldn't eat any hard candy. Hard candy or very many sticky foods I could not eat, or like if I wanted to, I had to be very careful. So I'm just saying, be careful. Also, popcorn is another one. Popcorn, no, just no. I mean, even though I ate popcorn a little bit with braces, but I was, again, careful. Again, recommend, don't do it. Even though I did it, I say don't do it. I know I did it, but don't. For me, I had clear braces, so it was a little bit different. It was a little bit different for me, but and now that I don't have braces, I'll explain my experience without braces now. So again, before I got my braces off, I was like, is it gonna hurt? Like, I've watched so many YouTube videos of people getting their braces off and it looks extremely painful, and so I was so nervous. I wasn't scared, I would say I was more nervous of getting my braces off, just because I thought it was gonna really hurt. But she started to take my rubber bands off and all that, and then she actually pulled the brackets off with this tool. Not sure what it's called. Anyway, at first it didn't hurt because she would put pressure, pull my brackets out, but then on certain teeth, like a few of my top teeth and my bottom teeth, it hurt so bad because of so much pressure. I was like, could you stop already? But it wasn't, I mean, it's going to be painful here and there, but it's not like, I don't think it shouldn't be as painful through the whole process. But again, it's up to you on your pain tolerance and all that jazz. But yeah, for me, it hurt a little bit, but not the whole process of getting them off. And then another thing, how long did it take? Well, how long did it take for me to get my braces off? I would say getting the same amount of getting your braces on, so an hour to an hour and a half. But for me, personally, it took, an hour to an hour and a half. So, yeah, that's not too bad. I mean, I feel like it might have been a lot quicker. I don't know. I had a headache, like I always do. But, yeah, my head was like, oh my gosh, how long am I gonna have to wear a retainer? Some people always freak out when they hear the word retainer. If you've seen the Katy Perry song, Last Friday Night, I think it's called, and you saw that retainer she had, that's why people freak out, I swear. Like, when I saw that video, I freaked out, and I was like, wait, if I get braces and I have to wear that thing, I'm gonna freak out. But honestly, a retainer is nothing like that compared to today, so no need to worry. But if I don't wear a retainer, then my teeth are gonna go back to what they were, and it's just gonna be a whole disaster. For paying so much money getting my teeth pretty. And so yeah, another thing with a retainer is that you have to wear them basically 24/7, except for when you eat and when you brush your teeth. And then right when you're done, you have to put them back. My braces off May 22nd, day after my birthday. It was like a late birthday present, but it's okay. I have to wear, I still have like 5 or so months to go to wear them all day, and then I can go to wearing them only at night, which is going to be so nice because I love just showing my pretty white perfect teeth to the whole world. I'm just kidding, but I just feel more confident now that I have straight teeth, obviously. And again, I mean, the process of getting a retainer, it's a pain in the butt too, because you also have to have a mold, which that is like the worst part about it. Oh, am I gonna be able to go back to eating normal? Well, if I were you, I would just eat more soft foods for the first like few days until your teeth don't hurt anymore. You can start to begin to eat harder food. But for me, because I have a retainer and I have to wear a retainer when I'm not eating. Does that make sense? So let's see if I can find a picture with braces. So I have a few. So I have this picture with my braces off. This picture. So yeah, I'm gonna take out my retainer real quick and I'll be right back. Here's basically my teeth. Yeah. So this is my top retainer. Also with my retainer I got to choose the color. I got like a clear dark blue sparkle, but you can't really see it. You have to be really up close. This is my top retainer. I know it's weird looking, very weird looking. And then this is my bottom retainer. It's super weird, but I have to wear them. Got no choice unless I don't want my teeth, you know. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Anyway, also, when you first get your braces off and you put your retainer in, you're gonna talk really funny for maybe a week. I don't know. You'll get used to it eventually. I hated that because I would always want to take my retainer out so I could talk normal. Keep in mind, I went to the airport like a few days after I got my retainer off, and I went to the airport talking like a knucklehead because I had a retainer in my mouth. If you lose your retainer or break your retainer, it's gonna cost about $500. I know someone who's had at least like 3 different retainers and she doesn't have hers anymore. Like, girl, you better be careful. Also, when you get your retainer, they come with a case. Mine is just black. It's like really like black. So yeah, I think that covers everything. If you do get braces, don't freak out. I know it may seem scary, but overall just remember it's gonna be worth it because you're gonna have beautiful teeth. Trust me, once you get your braces off, you're gonna feel so much more confident like I do, and it's all worth it. If you have any questions about my experience or any questions about getting braces or getting them off or a retainer or any questions at all or concerns, you can go ahead and comment down below and I can try and answer those for you. Make sure to like this video if you enjoyed this video and subscribe if you want to see more. I will be making more videos, so stay tuned for that. Bye!